Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we are about to finish up another Metroid text adventure. So, we're on the tower roof right now. You stand on what appears to be the roof of massive underground tower, again with this game's great grammar. You take a look over the edges and see a light coming from the bottom. There is a cave entrance on the western wall. You can explore the tower, explore the cave. We're gonna explore the cave. You find yourself in a cave filled with massive spiky plants. You examine the only part of a wall not covered by plants. It's very solid. Missiles wouldn't make a dent in it. You return to the tower, hoping to find something useful. You scan one of the walls and find a weak spot. Your missiles could open a small entrance into the tower. The palace is pitch black. There's machinery all over the place and deactivated robots everywhere. You find two expansions that are compatible with your armor suit. You equip magnetic boots and you equip mining laser, 'cause those are totally items in the Metroid universe. I mean, there is a mining laser in like one or two of the Metroid Prime games. Yeah, in 1 and 3 there's mining lasers, but they're not like equipable items. You explore much more freely thanks to the boots upgrade you just found. You enter the western cave you saw before and decide to try out the mining laser. It melts the wall very efficiently. You feel like you could pierce the heavens with this thing. You venture yourself deeper into the cave. Oh boy, we're at the bubble cave now. You stand on the entrance to a green shaft. The walls seem to be made of solidified bubbles. A dark fog floods the air. You have trouble navigating the corridors. What do you do? Let's route power to our infrared visor rather than shooting our beam to illuminate the place. You reroute power from your weapons system into the infrared sensor. Uh-oh, we took power away from our weapons system. Even if you're defenseless, uh-oh, you can now see past the fog. As you navigate through the corridors, you see a huge creature. It looks like a potential threat, so you route the power back to your weapons before scanning it. Well, we're smart enough to route the power back to our weapons, at least. The creature stands in the middle of the corridor. After scanning it, you discover it has the ability to breathe fire and sharp claws the size of your body. It has a green glowing membrane in its chest. It hasn't noticed you yet. You're unsure of how well the creature sees within the thick fog. So yeah, we're just gonna try sneaking past this Omega Metroid here. The corridor is not very wide. You wait for the creature to focus its attention on one of the walls, and you slowly walk along the opposite wall. The creature turns towards you for a second. You stand completely still. It turns back and you continue. You finally reach the end of the corridor. As you prepare to exit, you notice an orange glow on the floor and nearby walls. Flames engulf you. Right before you completely incinerate, you see the creature standing next to you, looking right into your eyes. Omega Metroid! And we gotta take the long trip back. For a second I thought I clicked on the wrong thing, but it's all good. You gotta click through a lot of stuff now, but it's finally time for us to go to the super interesting Eastern building You try to find a way in, but the walls are covered by spikes. You can't find a door, nor an opening. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. Anyways, this time let's just go straight to exploring the tower. It's the same text. Let's try to shoot our beam to illuminate the place. You configure your map system to follow light sources. Then you methodically shoot your beam, tracing the contour of the chambers you visit. You slowly craft a rough 3D map of each room. One of the beams you fire disappears into the darkness. Then, a loud roar shakes the place. You see the silhouette of a huge creature. The creature... yeah, this is the same thing as before. Let's see, we already tried to sneak past the creature. Let's fight the creature. You're about to engage the creature in combat. The fog makes it difficult to aim. You hope the creature also has a hard time seeing you. How do you proceed? Okay, let's wait for an opening and make precision shots. I feel like the direct attack, mid-range, good visibility, sure we can see better, but I mean we don't want to be that close to this thing, so wait for an opening and make precision shots. You patiently observe the creature as it moves around the corridor. You see its silhouette on your infrared visor. Once you see its eyes and the faint glow of its core, you carefully aim and fire a barrage of missiles. They impact the creature as it screams echoes through the caverns. The explosions fill the room with smoke. You lose sight of the creature. Then, a wall of fire emerges from the smoke cloud. You barely avoid it. The creature charges at you as you recover, swiping its claws towards you. You couldn't react fast enough. Life support systems failing. Game over. So, yeah, there's one more new option we can do before going to that battle again. And it's one that's pretty predictable. Clear out the sand. We just go straight down without doing any of the buildings. Yeah. Nothing much to it. Shoot the rock, shoot the rock. Explore the tower. And this time let's try befriending the creature. Ellipses. I love that. This game has some good humor in it. You scan the creature again. You find it very unlikely to be tame. You seriously consider all of your options. We could fight the creature, sneak past the creature, or seriously try to befriend it, which, I mean, I love that line. But let's try sneaking past the creature this time and see what happens now that we've gone like a segment later, so it might work out differently. Wouldn't put it past this April Fool's game. And it's the same thing as sneaking up to it before. So we have two options left to get past that section. Now I'm gonna get back there as fast as I can. Yeah, let's befriend the creature again. Ellipses, I love that. Let's try fighting the creature now, because we didn't actually try both options with this, so let's try a direct attack with good visibility. You decide to engage the creature within you visible range. You shoot a couple missiles towards its head. The creature turns, trying to find you and exposing his weak spot. You fire missiles to its chest. At the same time, the creature breathes fire towards you, neutralizing your missiles. By the time the fire dissipates and you regain your sight, the creature is close by. You feel a strong impact that knocks you down. You can't move. The creature steps on your chest and impales you with its claws. Life support systems failing. Game over. That screen is also one of the times you get to see that great ellipses, but it's not as great because it's in a different context. So it looks like there's only one other option for this. For that battle, we've gotta seriously try to befriend it. Which, like I said, is ridiculous. If you don't agree with me, then, well, I don't agree with you, which is pretty obvious, because that's logic. And the ellipses again. Let's seriously try to befriend it. You raise your hand towards the creature and wait for it to notice you. It suddenly turns around and roars. You stand perfectly still, terrified. The creature looks at you for about a minute. You can feel the sweat running on your forehead. Finally, the creature moves away and leaves the place through the way you came. That was close. Location, the waterfalls. You reach a new cave system. The minerals look similar to the ones you scanned near the surface. There's waterfalls coming from the ceiling, forming small underground rivers. You start climbing, making your way with your mining laser. You reach a huge cave. You can see a structure on the ceiling. The final area. You enter the structure. Twisted pipes and strange contraptions decorate the stone walls. Suddenly, you hear a screeching noise. You hide. A mysterious creature appears. As you try to scan it, all the energy meters are peaked. All your visors show it as a white blob. Its energy levels are impressive. It's something that, as a bioresearcher, you've never seen nor thought was possible to exist. You record its behavior when a small frog-like animal closes by. The creature latched on top of it. It instantly killed its prey, turning it into dust. Maybe this is the creature you're looking for. You carefully explore the facility, making sure none of those incredibly dangerous creatures notice you. By the way, on the last page there was another ellipses, but not as great as the ellipses screen. Finally, you arrive at what appears to be a nest. Many eggs lie on the cave floor. You notice one of them is moving. You approach it and ready your biosample capture device. As the tiny creature emerges from the egg, you manage to get it inside your sample container. This appears to be that dangerous creature you saw before, in its infant stage. And the surface. You make your way back to the surface, drilling your way out and making sure your newly captured specimen is intact. As you enter your ship, you secure the specimen in the storage compartment. You don't know how fast the creature grows, so you decide the safest way of transport would be to freeze it. You take off. Once you exit the orbit of SR-388, you start writing your mission report. By the way, I think that's the first time they say the planet name. Mission report, file 027991. The mission was a success. I was able to evaluate the biology of planet SR388. The indigenous life forms are mostly harmless, but there is a species that might be bioengineered, possibly by the race that built the colonies I found in the ruins. It's possible that this is the Metroid organism the Federation has been looking for months. I already notified the rest of the teams deployed on the planet, so they can cancel their search. I'm bringing a Metroid specimen in its infant stage to Cirrus. I can't wait to experiment with its energy manipulation properties. Please. A proximity alarm interrupts you. The radar shows several hostile ships, space pirates. You enable the weapons system. If this creature fails in the wrong... Oh my gosh. I failed at speaking there. If this creature falls in the wrong hands, it could be turned into a deadly bioweapon. You engage the ships without knowing that both you and the Metroid are about to change the fate of the galaxy. The end. So, first of all, let's talk about the story. Were you Samus? Because it seemed like it was Metroid 2, but you didn't kill all the Metroids. You just discovered what a Metroid was, which was already known at the start of Metroid. It was talking about being a bio-researcher for the Galactic Federation. That doesn't sound like Samus to me, and it sounds like that's how the space pirates first got hold of the Metroids to begin with. So, I guess, plot twist, you're not Samus, and this is a prequel to Metroid 1. Yeah, but anyways, as far as this game goes, I mean, it's not a good game, but it's also not meant to be a good game. Like I said, it was an April Fool's joke. That said, it is entertaining for what it is. And I enjoyed it for what it is, which is a joke, really. But, I mean, I'm not, I don't really have a problem with text adventures. Like, I wouldn't mind doing a playthrough of Zork or something someday. Most of you probably have never heard of that before. I've never actually gotten through a whole Zork game, but I wouldn't mind doing that someday. It's like, that was literally one of the first video games ever. So yeah, it's really old, but Zork was, not this obviously. This came out this year on April 1st of 2016. But anyways, yeah, so even though it's bad, I kind of feel like it'd be fun to make a text adventure like this. I mean, it'd be better to make a good one rather than a troll one that just randomly kills you at a bunch of points. But I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of cool to make an actually legitimately good one. I'd probably have pictures to go with it in the background if I did that. But I mean, this game is fun in its own strange way. And most people would probably find it pretty annoying, but I mean, I can remember all what I've chosen, so it's not that hard for me. But anyways, I've been rambling for a while now. There's not even a choice to go back to the menu. I'm just stuck here with the end. So I guess that should be the end of this Let's Play. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you tomorrow, or rather today, since, all these are going to be uploaded at the same time, but I'm recording the game it's actually 2 days from tomorrow, I think. It's past midnight, so technically another Metroid 2 remake comes out tomorrow. But anyways, I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you next time, I'll just say, when we play through the full version of another Metroid 2 remake, finally coming out after 11 years of being in development. And I'm going to be ready to download it right away at 3 o'clock, because I'm terrified that Nintendo is going to try to shut that game down. And I want to make sure I get it. So I will see you then.